The Binarycore Podcast is brought to you this week by 2pipscast. 2Ps in a Podcast is a storytelling podcast by Gavin and James, where they discuss random subjects and tell stories about their life and friendships. Often they have guests. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not, but no episode is complete without a dick joke or two. Highbrow stuff. You can check out their stuff at 2pipscast.podbean.com or search for 2pipscast on iTunes. Also, check them out on Twitter at 2pipscast. You'll also be able to find a link to their sites in the link dump below.
The podcast is recording now.
Woo!
The one in which Tony listens.
The one in which Tony is listening.
See, Tony could just listen back afterwards.
Yeah, but he doesn't listen. He's like me, he doesn't actually listen to it.
The one in which Barry's in a lot of pain.
He could get so you're both in pain?
Yeah, I'm in pain.
Why are you in pain? What did you do?
I was so ill, I coughed and I threw up over a couple of days.
Did you kick a door and break a toe?
I didn't kick a door, it's a table.
Because the table got laid.
Oh!
What?
I don't get it.
Because it's angry that the table
Oh,
got
I'll
laid.
explain
Oh,
that
right.
to you, Lucy. You see, tables, they get laid sometimes, which Adam doesn't.
Cool, that's nice.
Do you think I could insert
I'll just give you money.
roll on snare drum around
I
it?
had to explain it to her.
Didn't have
So
to
you
remake
stubbed
the
your toe and broke it.
That
Yeah.
was so complex on so
2
many
weeks ago.
levels. It's such a good
So
one.
before the last podcast,
It's complex
I still
on
managed
so
to
many
brave
levels.
through the last podcast.
What are you sucking, Lucy?
A jubbly.
A jubbly. You mean a jubbly?
A dribbler.
I don't know if they're not as good quality as the other ones.
What other ones?
Are they Tropicana? Because these ones you suck them really hard and it just turns to ice rather than dissolving.
Much like Tony's penis.
Tony's penis turns to ice.
Alright, Matt,
Yes.
spoke to you about this and spoke to you about this.
Why are you talking to Adam?
Sometimes I talk to Adam when I get bored at work. And you're at Yarnfield.
Fucking yeah.
Or Dave's busy. Sometimes.
And I don't do any work.
Yeah, it's true.
It's
What
true.
about
You
that?
know,
So you-
Actually, I do, but I can't at the moment because I can't walk around, so I have to sit there at the desk and answer the phone.
You're a glorified answering machine.
Yeah. And nobody wants to listen to my solutions. Yeah, what you got to do? No, I want you to fix it, but like that. That's my day.
Really? That's how you speak? No
Yeah.
wonder if nothing gets done in that school.
Because no one listens to me.
That's all shit.
But what were you talking about?
If you could get the abilities from one game, like, I don't know, say Call of Duty, you would after playing it. No, it's just an example.
As an example.
I'm using it as an example because I don't want to give away the good ones. We want to get to that. So you played Call of Duty for 200 hours, and you gain all of the abilities from it, right?
None of the items I
What, even respawning?
Well, we're talking about aspects of the game that you would inherit, not items from the game. So you wouldn't get an M16, but you'd be
You'd be an expert gunman.
you'd be an expert with weaponry.
And effectively, yeah, respawning would count as an ability.
Yeah, I suppose that would count as an ability. Yeah, if you died, you would respawn
Okay.
wherever.
Dead Space.
Dead
Isaac
Space.
Clarke
All right? Why?
never runs out of stamina when stomping shit. Ever.
You want the
Deus
ability.
Ex.
Oh, no.
Deus Ex?
Deus
Give
Ex, that's
myself all
right,
the
yeah.
augments.
No,
You
but they're
wouldn't
items.
get the augments because
The
they're
augmentations don't
Technically
exist.
items.
You would get any of his
You'd
sort of
be dead.
passive abilities, but you wouldn't get any of the physical upgrades.
The
that
thing
you would
is,
need.
the augments are it depends which one you are. If you're looking at Human Revolution, the augments are keeping him alive, and therefore you'd be dead.
Okay.
That would be your ability.
Requires
Being
four.
dead.
In that case, Kenny from South Park.
That's very good.
Yeah, that's good.
What? Infinite lives, basically.
Infinite lives, yeah.
Well, then you can just
And-
go with Call of Duty. Then you
Or
have
Mario.
Yeah.
Never get game.
No, was it who said Mario? It was Dave. David.
I think
Breaking
you said
shit
it
with
was a
your
joke,
fists.
though, yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Breaking
They-
shit with your head.
Get a fireball.
It's a fist.
No, but
You
that's
use
an
mushroom
item.
and you get twice as
Yes.
big.
But the item doesn't exist in real life, so you wouldn't be able to do that.
But effectively, when you finish the game,
But when you
you
put
are.
on the tail, you can split fireballs.
True, you can. But then you'd need the tail.
You just get a tail in real life.
Just and to be
glue
fair,
a
it's a
tail.
flower. He eats a flower or he eats a mushroom.
True, there are flowers and mushrooms, so
Yeah, but you might accidentally get the purple one.
it's fine. Extra life, man.
Yoshi's ability to digest anything
That would be pretty cool.
and then spit it back out.
Or what about Kirby's ability to eat anything and gain its abilities?
Kirby's gay, so
And Mega Man as well, shoot stuff. and
Mega
games,
Man's
doesn't he?
could But he basically is an item.
But you
Yeah.
wouldn't be
Doesn't really gain anything.
The one I came up with being the best one, Skyrim.
Shouts and shit.
Well,
No,
not just
the
that.
magic,
but the magic.
everything.
You played that for 200 hours. You could have
Already
maxed
have.
out every skill tree, right?
Final Fantasy. You get summons.
Yeah, the items again.
You need materia.
No. It depends. Now, if it's a summon, if it's a summoning spell, surely that would work.
A
If you
spell
don't need,
would,
yeah.
but materia wouldn't.
But
See, I'd go with World of Warcraft.
Go.
Well, no, because in World of Warcraft, I can summon a dragon to ride. So you could be like, yeah, I've got all these powers now, but fuck you, I'm riding a dragon.
Yeah, but
we
you,
said that the
Anytime they
shouting.
would sheep.
you would look like Play-Doh. You'd look like
Final
shit.
Fantasy 10.
I'd be like, yeah, I look like shit, but
You had
I'm
you-
riding a fucking
then you
dragon.
Because the summons aren't. You
They're
don't
not
need.
items.
Yeah.
You just get them.
I'd fly off on my dragon.
I'd
thing-
fly off on Bahamut. Fuck you.
The thing with Skyrim, the summoning of a dragon of that wouldn't work because the dragon exists in
You're
the
calling
world.
into
Yeah, but the Crystarium in Final Fantasy,
Yeah, in
the latest version, yeah.
yeah, that's what I was in 10 as well. You don't need items. You can just summon. You'd
Well-
have to be Una, but
effectively.
that could be.
No problem with
One
that.
of the best ones would be Superman from any game because Kryptonite doesn't exist, so
Except
Superman
for Superman 64.
wouldn't have a weakness.
Except for Superman 64. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
don't
would
have
be
you don't have to
Superman
pick that
64.
version.
He would
Yeah.
be from 64.
Why was it 64?
It's considered the worst game in gaming history. Literally
Yeah,
one of the
it
worst
is one
games.
of the worst
Why?
games. 'Cause it's just fucking awful.
It's so buggy, the graphics, everything about it.
But
It's
you'd
just-
still have Superman's abilities.
I mean, the worst
Yeah,
considered
but
games
when you'd
are
fly, you'd be like
E.T. for the
that's the
Atari,
problem, I guess.
Superman 64, and is it Big Mother Truckers or something?
Yeah.
I know of that game.
It's when it's so bugged that there's like a cliff and a bridge. You just miss out the bridge and you stick to the cliff walls, and it's so buggy.
So I didn't know there was
So
a
I would-
Superman 64 game.
I wouldn't
No.
mind being Superman from Mortal Kombat vs DC.
Yeah, you're decent in that.
But he can take damage in that.
The
He
reason
can be killed, so...
No, it's only on par with the Mortal Kombat people if it levels it out because of the rage.
so the
Yeah,
way
but
to
if someone else chooses a Mortal Kombat character, they can fuck you up.
That's fine.
the way we thought to
Yeah,
explain
I
it
just
with the
fly
whole you get the abilities and not the items. It's like Desmond in the Animus. It's the bleeding effect. He's living Ezio's life, not Conan because we're thinking of good people. He's living Ezio's life, and so he gets his abilities.
Huh.
Right?
The Assassin's Creed review will be out by now.
Yeah, it will probably.
That's
No,
cool.
yeah. Oh, yeah, it will be by the time this
Yeah,
is
Tuesday.
released. So you get the ability through the bleeding effect, and that's how we're thinking about it.
Okay, Isaac Clarke again. He can make markers and shit, so he's pretty badass.
Wait, what? I can make markers too.
Yeah, I can go buy a marker. If I
The
want.
marker, as in the big artifact.
Yeah, we know what you mean, but with,
Matt doesn't. He literally doesn't. He's like,
Yeah, I haven't
"That's
played
I could go get a Sharpie if I needed. You know.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I actually thought you meant like a marker, like to
Yeah, the
leave
imprint
trails.
of markers
just put two
is in
crosses,
his
two
head.
pieces of stick like that.
This is a low-tech waypoint. So yeah.
Yeah, in Dead Space there's a magic marker, literally, that changes people into necromorphs.
Basically, just scribbles on their face
Draw
and they
on
become
it.
a necromorph.
Draw penises.
Blackface.
Wow.
Dave decided to come up with Pong because he wants to be a pro tennis player at some point.
That's
Retarded.
No,
I would have
he
thought
just
it
said
was good.
he said Pong to be a dick, and I was like, "Is it because you want to be a pro tennis player?" And he went, I didn't think
Why
about
don't
it.
you just choose Anna Kournikovas?
Yeah,
Then
oh, there are
Machine
better,
Gun?
there are
Yeah,
better
PlayStation.
tennis games than
Mm.
Pong.
Like
He was just
Mario
trying to be a
Tennis.
Virtua Tennis.
I'd like to be Dr. Mario.
Sonic would be quite cool.
UFC.
James said something.
So you just
Well, wouldn't
gain
you-
the speed.
Wouldn't you rather just be the Flash though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But still Sonic.
Speaking of Flash, I started watching Young
the
Justice
Joker.
again today.
Cool.
It turns out I only ever got to episode 13, so I watched the next
Batman
three.
is all white.
I've
so
got
you
all of
you inherit
Yeah,
his
The whole
identity.
new series as well.
Two.
But the thing is, Batman doesn't make any
Oh,
of
no,
his gadgets.
there's like
so
a load of
he'd be
new ones.
useless.
Oh, cool. So I think I only have like 9.
I think
Fine,
there's
something
only
like
2 more
that.
episodes
Also,
left in
you'd
the
be
season.
millionaire.
And I think
No, you wouldn't,
that's
because
it.
that's not an ability.
What's this?
We inherited it.
Yeah.
Who's
Batman.
Batman.
See now, someone said Batman, and I
Probably me.
and I completely shut it down because
It's
all
all
of that.
items. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yes, it was you because you said, "But I'd be the world's greatest detective," and that's
Yeah.
the only upside
You'd
to it.
gain-
No,
his
you'd also
intelligence,
gain his like
photogenic
peak
memory.
human physique
And
photo-
lack of parents.
and ideal memory and lack of parents.
Yeah, you'd become
Which,
a great
because
detective.
since my parents are imaginary,
Yeah, which you've already stated.
I am not losing out in any way.
So,
Well, you are,
Ooh.
because you could pick a different ability. So
You could be a xenomorph.
I wouldn't want to be.
Dragon Ball Z
Why would you
games.
want to be?
Yeah.
That would be so
Dragon
cool.
Ball Z, you could become a Super Saiyan. You could do
Well,
energy
no.
attacks.
Yeah, no, you could, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
The only part of that wouldn't work is Portera earrings.
I'm
because they
surprised
don't
that
exist.
nobody's actually mentioned the Force Unleashed yet.
Yeah, no, become a Jedi.
Being a Jedi.
You would
No,
never
no,
get the
Sith.
lightsaber.
Or a Sith.
You would never get
Yeah,
the
but you
lightsaber.
would have Force lightning, so you wouldn't have
and
lightsaber.
you'd be fucking good with the sword.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
win-win.
Yeah.
So I did mention, remember having the chat, I mentioned Star Wars.
Would you be a
games.
track and field
Aragon
player?
from Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Why not?
Eric, you'd be
I'd be an awesome ranger.
you
Yeah, you'd be a
And
swordsman and good at
You'd
tracking.
have an epic
and you'd
beard.
live forever.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Or-
on. Gandalf.
There you go. No, Gandalf, perfect. But with Aragorn, you'd be a Dunedain. You'd be really old
Yeah.
and shit.
That's fine.
Dunedain.
Yeah.
But you could reincarnate into different colours, like Gandalf the Tartan.
I saw a great picture about Gandalf. You know how where he tells everyone to go off because he wants to fight the Balrog?
Yeah,
Yeah.
XP.
Yeah,
Right.
the XP. That was brilliant. He wanted to get all the experience for himself of fighting it. That's why he comes back all leveled up.
I saw that.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
Sword art.
Gandalf's a dick.
What would you gain from Sword Art?
Oh, you'd gain shit tons from Sword Art. Because you don't need the abilities. You don't need the items, you get the
in
abilities.
game.
Yeah, but he'd become a badass fighter outside. as
Oh,
well.
yeah, he
He had
did.
the reflexes and stuff still.
So wait, that worked with the whole bleeding effect idea.
Yeah.
You gained the abilities from in-game.
Oh, yeah.
Because in the second
yeah.
game that he played, Elfine,
Yeah, he's badass.
yeah, but
Wow,
that
any
game is
skills.
they say it right at the beginning that it uses your like actual physique
Yeah.
and skills to decide how fast you are
Yeah, but I like it that in the real life he's got all his footwork, but he's
Yeah.
lacking the muscle mass.
because he's been in a coma for like 3 years.
Yeah.
His muscles are atrophied.
Atrophied,
Yeah.
And he gets the ball 17.
But that would be a pretty cool thing to have. Like,
Oh,
all
yeah,
these
totally
sort of
be
abilities. Huh?
No,
With
Dokken.
biotic work.
no, we said this because
Is there
biotics are implants,
Biotics implants.
so you
Are
don't get
implants.
it.
Unless you're one of the Asari.
Yeah, because if you look at it at the beginning when you pick your character, you see
Sorry.
inside the body and you see the implants.
You're moving
Same
that
as
straight away.
what's the guy,
Really.
the guy that you can kill that isn't Ashley.
Oh, Caden.
Caden, yeah, he keeps complaining about having headaches,
Headaches because of the implants.
Yeah, but yeah.
So all you would gain is headaches. But no, you do.
Psyduck.
What you-
Pokemon.
Yeah, but no, we said about Pokemon,
But then it's items, technically.
you would never be able to catch them, and plus they wouldn't exist.
You could be a.
But no,
I'd be
Natural
really
habitat.
good at throwing balls and stuff, though. I'd be really good at cricket.
you'd be really good at a coma.
That's another thing you could do. You could take a sports game and just pick the best sports player from that game.
But that's what we were saying.
and you
like,
can make
they-
a crap load of
Yeah.
money by being that sports player.
Be a bit of a waste. Though. I mean, when you could be like
Yeah.
a Dovahkiin. Or,
Yeah, it would be a little bit.
yeah,
of a waste.
I'd
Yeah.
rather like be a fucking badass mate.
I mean, a Dovahkiin could be a brilliant football player.
Who knows?
Solid snake.
No, he's got
Oh,
the
yeah, that-
Hiding cardboard boxes.
That's an item. You wouldn't have a cardboard box.
no,
No,
cardboard
no,
boxes
boxes
exist.
do
It's
exist.
the ability to hide in one.
You got Mirror's Edge as well. You'd be amazing at parkour.
No,
Yeah.
you'd be amazing at noticing red things.
Same.
And also parkour.
No, it's
You could go
that
with
game's mostly about
Sleeping
red
Dogs
things.
as well. That's another one that's
Oh, I'm going to play that tonight. Sleeping Dogs.
nice. I've
Record
got. I
Oh, well.
We want bleep loops.
Bleep loops.
Yeah.
I've
Or
been playing it
trophies.
for a
Is
while,
that
but I
the
just
Sleeping Dogs
didn't.
hidden
like Guitar Hero.
dragon?
You complete a
It's
Guitar
just
Hero,
like-
you become awesome on the guitar.
No, because that game's not about being
Grab
awesome with
some
the guitar.
playing.
You'd be awesome at matching colours.
Sleeping
That's
Dogs.
what
You would have awesome rhythm and you would
Reflexes.
be awesome at
But
reflexes.
No,
the
the
guy
only
you're
way it
playing at is awesome on
No,
the
no.
guitar.
Rocksmith is what you're thinking of. That game.
No,
No,
the guy
technically
you're
he's
playing.
right. The guy you're playing at would be awesome at guitar. Even though it's
So-
fake guitar.
We're playing the fake guitar. He's playing a real guitar. You watch, and he's actually playing a real guitar.
Okay.
So
but
you would be
I
an
still,
awesome guitarist.
I'd say you'd have the good reflexes, and then
See, think about that. If you think what Alan said, if you get 4 people to play 200 hours of Guitar Hero as different members of a band,
you have a band.
super band.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the best band in the world, as long as it's rock.
And in English.
Okay, so
No,
maybe
there's
one
some-
that can only do
what's
it
all
for
right.
You don't want to keep playing the foreign ones, and then you're like, cool, let's start, and just start speaking Russian. You're like, fuck. Hey, I learnt Russian though. That'd be a good one.
I'd just sing
What about the
fast a lot.
Sims? If you got your Sim a job like astronaut, would that mean you have the ability
No,
to be
but you
an
don't
astronaut?
play as the Sim. You're playing as
God.
God. You become God.
I float
We
to
got
make
it.
people. Yeah, there we go.
You have the ability to put the bin inside the house from the curb.
Become Morgan Freeman.
You have the ability to make people just go, yeah, you're a person.
But to do all of the God stuff, you need to have a console. The console doesn't exist. To
No,
type in all
if
the
you're
cheats.
God.
All about the cheats.
Oh, right. Well, this one,
Rosebud.
if she became God, no one would ever get created because you'd spend hours picking outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what Adam would do
And
because
then
he loves
have
to
That's how you
create.
met me. That's all I do, customise.
That's all I do on The Sims. Pick dresses and make.
You should play
babies.
10 too. It's about dresses.
See,
I
this is
did
why
that too.
Minecraft would be a terrible choice because you'd be really good
No.
at punching things.
Yeah, but we thought about this. Minecraft would work because you'd have the ability to punch a tree down, right? Right? And you punch the
Without
tree
hurting
and
yourself.
create the block. You then turn the block into 4 pallets. You get to create the crafting table. Then with the crafting table, you're allowed to create anything
Craft.
within the game. it would be a great power to have, but anything you could do in Minecraft would work with the bleeding effect that we're talking about. Because you gain
You would be able to punch trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be able to walk up to a tree and just go punch.
Well, technically, would it give you the wood though? It would give you, instead of like Minecraft blocks, you would just have a broken tree.
No,
yeah,
if
but
you
you'd
break it
gain
into
you would gain that part of the tree,
And
and
that would be an item.
but it exists. The trees exist.
Yeah, because blocks of tree don't. You don't.
Well, no,
punch
no.
a block
His
out.
punch
His
it and
ability
you break it
is to
out.
punch the tree and
Into a
create
block.
the block. So you would gain the block, and then he has the passive ability to turn that into planks. Then he can turn planks into crafting table. Once you've got the crafting table, you can do whatever the fuck you want. The only things you wouldn't be able to do would...
Anything involving stone. That would be a
No,
pain in
stone
the
would
ass.
work.
Because you could make the pickaxe.
You can make the pickaxe, get stone.
All you
I was
need
going
is
to
those
say,
wooden planks to make the pickaxe.
obsidian, but no, obsidian's an actual thing.
Yeah, obsidian is it.
And you'd have the ability to turn lava into obsidian by pouring water on it.
Yeah. So then, when you create the nether portal, where the fuck would you actually go? Because you can create the portal.
And this brings the other thing that I was going to say, Devil May Cry, like the latest one. You go in between Limbo and the real world. If you chose that, would you actually be able to go to Limbo?
Yes.
Would there be a Limbo you'd be able to go to?
Because-
And there you'd have awesome weapons and awesome abilities.
No, because the weapons would be items.
No.
But
That's
they
the thing,
exist in the other realm.
They're created by him in Limbo. When he goes into Limbo, he summons those weapons.
You'd lose your guns. He has his guns outside the limbo. It's the only thing he does have.
But could you gain them inside Limbo?
I don't know.
No, because they're transferred between Limbo and the real world. So yeah.
So he
you
doesn't
lose the
get
guns.
them there.
No.
He okay.
He has them before. Same as the
But,
sword.
but
Well, he does get them in Limbo, doesn't he? Because he goes into Limbo, then he grabs them from within Limbo. Because when you start, you're not.
I suppose
You don't
you
have
don't
them.
have them. Same
But
as,
if he's able to use them in the real world, that would suggest that
and are the
they
guns
were.
anything special?
no, they can kill demons.
Not
I mean, are they
really.
just
They're
normal
not
guns,
magical,
or are they magic
No,
guns?
they are magic guns because you can charge.
Okay,
them
because I
up.
was going to say just get a fucking gun.
That's true, yeah.
He's
Because
got the double
Virgil
shot.
throws you the shotgun, doesn't he?
Yes, he
At
does.
some point, and then that turns into a much better weapon. Have you completed the?
Yeah.
I haven't done it yet.
Would I gain
I
Lara
need to.
Croft?
I just haven't.
Yes,
played it.
yes, you would because that is our only ability.
No. They are implants, and you don't get items.
Alright,
She can
no.
kill dinosaurs.
Kratos from God of War would be pretty sick. He's pretty bad.
You get a tattoo on the face.
Exactly.
You'd like bulk up and have.
Would
You
the
have your
tattoo
family's
count as
ash
an
on
item?
it.
No, I
The
don't
tattoo
know.
is ink that's been put on him, so therefore it counts.
You
I
wouldn't
mean,
bulk up.
Tyrant from Resident Evil. Just saying, the Wesker.
Oh dear.
Spyro the Dragon, I get breathe fire.
Fuck it, I'd just be Wesker.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Two
Red
Weskers.
5, he's like fucking nutter.
Yeah, he is. He's like all powerful. He's
Yeah,
flipping
exactly.
around with them.
That's not a bad shout, Wesker.
Yeah,
So,
that'd be
if
fun.
you could narrow it down to one game, what would it be?
Marvel vs.
Harry
Capcom
Potter.
3, you got a lot
Really?
of choice.
No, you've got to point out Harry
but you
Potter.
would- yeah, but you need
Ah,
the wand.
no wand.
Oh.
Because they can't do any spells without the wand.
Yes, they can.
Oh, they just
Yeah,
have
they
to
can.
speak it. So what's the point of the wand? Is it just to enhance?
It focuses
Wand
it.
focuses. Because
But
there
what
are-
is the one made of? Is it just
one's made of
Well,
magic.
yeah,
items.
there's unicorn's hair. You ain't gonna get that shit.
Phoenix feather.
Yeah.
There might be
Giant artery.
unicorns in this world. You don't know.
No, you glued a spike to a horse. Doesn't count.
Yeah, and then I gave it to Iceland.
Yay, horse meat.
no
Okay, this is the
unicorn
thing.
meat?
That would
Wow.
be
Unicorn meat.
Unicorn.
sorry for vegetarians.
Yeah.
Oh,
Horses
dear.
down corn.
This is the thing I never got about the whole horse meat thing. People are up in arms about it. Do you know how expensive horse meat is? I don't think they'll be giving it away in Tesco's.
But they found it as like,
Yeah.
Traces of the protein. It wasn't actual horse meat because
The issue is where the horses came from, because if they're race horses, they are souped up on steroids and
No, that's
given
illegal.
Pain. No, well, some of them are, but they're given all different sorts of drugs for pain and whatever.
Yeah, also illegal. They're not meant to have that done.
I have
But they
no
do.
problem
Yeah,
eating
and-
horse.
No, me
I
either.
hate them.
No, I really
I
have
like
a problem with
horses,
it.
but I'm okay with eating them.
We had a letter coming through from Dominic's school saying, you may have heard that schools have had... I'd never heard any of this shit. I thought it was Tesco's had horse meat.
Everywhere has horse meat.
So they were like... So they put through, and it had a bit from the council say... They didn't say yes or no. They went, well, none of our companies got their meat from that place, but we might investigate. It was just like, well, what was the fucking point of this letter?
To worry you.
Yeah, it
make
was
you
the way,
aware.
because the title of the email was Horse Meat Allegations.
That was quite
What the fuck? Don't start with that. Yeah, no. So you want Marvel vs. Capcom?
Yeah, the game, because there's a lot of choice there.
No,
could
but
be
you'd only
Ryu.
get one. That's
no,
the thing.
Yeah,
yeah,
but
would
you
you only
get
get
to-
one character?
Yeah,
I would have a lot of time to think about it.
you
Yeah.
would.
What character?
200 hours play, and they'd be able to go. You know what?
You could be Magneto, you could be Ryu, you could be fucking all kinds of people.
That's the other than Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine.
You
You, wouldn't
You
have
wouldn't get
adamantium.
his, but he's
Would you
born
have bone
be.
claws?
Yes, because that's
Yeah,
part
exactly,
of
that's
his
what he
actual
is.
Yeah,
ability.
it's not an item. It's part of him. Yeah.
And his healing and all.
Yeah, you get the healing and bone claws, but you wouldn't get adamantium.
No.
Healing and bone claws and immortality is good enough, I think.
Cyclops would not be a good choice.
Cyclops
because he wouldn't be able to control his.
Oh no, he
Fucking
doesn't
ruby
use like
glasses.
infrared glasses or ruby
Yeah,
glasses.
but the visor, which I would consider an item,
Yeah.
is the only thing that can focus it. When he doesn't have that,
The
he has to
glasses
close
just
his
block
eyes.
it.
The glasses just block
But
Yeah.
in one of, I think it was in, I can't
Magneto.
remember which
Yeah,
storyline
Magneto
it was,
would be fucking-
but he does get the power to control it without the glasses. Magneto soups him up with some sort of ray.
Is
Yeah.
Jean Grey in Marvel v Capcom?
Yeah, Phoenix is in.
Avatar?
it.
That'd be
That's
cool.
a pretty cool thing, actually.
Not only would you get the world's
But you wouldn't
quickest
get Momo.
achievements, 1,000 points, but you would also
You wouldn't get Momo though.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
you'd just be a ninja.
You'd have no swords. You'd just be a turtle.
No, but you
Beat
could get swords. You'd just be a
Okay.
ninja.
There's nothing
He'd
wrong
actually
with
be a
being
Ninja Turtle. He'd be a turtle as well, effectively.
Would he be acting unturtly? He wants to make that a word.
It's already a word. It's been used enough times to be classed as a word. Unturtled.
Is it
When a
by
turtle
you?
isn't turtle.
Acting unturtly.
Has it been used enough times by you?
I haven't used it much.
I haven't heard
Other
that
people
ever
have. Never heard
before.
it.
Other people have used
I'm a
it.
good
He
guy.
keeps using it.
I'm a Google.
No, I keep using it, bringing up the fact of you want to make it a word.
They've used it. David used it. Someone else who used it? I think it was
Richard, yeah. I don't know.
So yeah, people
Richard
have used
used it, so
Yeah, if Richard uses it,
Yeah,
it must be a fucking thing.
Unturtly.
Alright, so he's picking Marvel vs. Capcom. What are you picking? You would.
I think I'm going to have to go because my Death Knight's fucking awesome.
No, unturtly is not a word. Uniturtle, however, is.
Okay, I'm going with Skyrim for the
I'm
mage
sticking with
powers.
World of Warcraft because, like, whilst you've all got your powers, I'm riding off on a fucking dragon. I'm going to keep reiterating, riding off on a dragon, and I've got like 20 dragons to choose from.
So I'm glad you took the word fucking out of that because you're riding off on a fucking dragon. 2 dragons getting it on, and you're riding.
That sounds like my kind of action.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
actually they're drakes, but that's not.
I typed unturtly and it corrected me uncourtly.
Fair enough.
Unturtle's going to be.
I think Wesker. I think I would
I think-
settle on Wesker.
I think I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Final Fantasy X.
This is like the only time you'd ever pick Final Fantasy X in something, right?
Yeah, because
Hey,
I.
no.
Unless it was the worst game you ever played.
Yeah, then. Well, no.
Five,
Even then,
10 is brilliant.
13-2, 13, 10-2. Yeah, anything off.
I like
10, really.
10-2 much better than any of the 13s so far.
Yeah, that's true. It's 13-2, 13.
The battle
10-2.
system is
10.
amazing. Dress spheres and all.
Lucy?
What?
Oh, don't worry about it. Track and field, yeah?
My Little Pony.
The ability
Or
to.
fighting is magic, or whatever
Yeah.
they're calling it.
I've
I
never.
want to be a unicorn.
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 Tony, what game would you pick?
Tony wants to be Wesker.
I
I'm
picked Harry
Wesker.
Potter.
Oh yeah, she did.
I picked Wesker. Out of Marvel vs. Capcom, I picked
You
Wesker.
can both pick
both be
Wesker.
Just because I mentioned it.
You could be Wesker.
Let's all be
No, I
Wesker.
mentioned him first.
Alright.
You can both be Wesker. You can have Wesker fights. Fight.
You can be Res 1
That's the
Wesker,
problem
you
as
know.
well.
Chill.
In this
Chill.
world that we're talking about, does everyone have this option?
I won't be able to control you either.
Yeah,
This would get well out of control,
Yeah.
and that would kind of ruin the whole sports part of it because everyone would be there,
Kill
and everyone
yourself.
would be at the same level.
I think it would make sports a lot more interesting if everyone.
Well,
was
it's
that
like
good.
how they should have a steroids Olympics,
Yeah.
because that would be a lot more interesting.
And also a stoned Olympics.
Yeah.
Sounds like Sam's game. Stone.
Or wouldn't they just be...
Stoned and on steroids Olympics.
Yeah, they're
People having heart attacks everywhere.
They look at the discus and die. I don't fucking get it. Boom.
They'd look at the hurdles and go, man, no, fuck that.
No,
and then the
they-
gun would go off and they'd have a heart attack.
They'd look at the high jump and go, man, fuck the hurdles. But they probably make it because of the steroids. So, Tony, what you got? You've gone for Wesker as well.
Nah, I might just go for Aragon because of the beard.
Because the ability to
I'm
grow a
Barry
beard.
Yeah.
When you pick a dwarf, then.
I'm Barry
because
Burton.
he's also really cool.
I've got the coolest beard in the
Why not
world.
Gandalf then?
Yeah, but I was thinking of Gandalf, but I mean, he's
What
got a white
is
beard.
this?
No Gandalf the Grey.
Gandalf the Great.
What about Gimli?
No,
Gandalf.
Aragon.
Gimli has a much cooler beard than Aragorn.
No, he doesn't.
It's braided.
And yeah, you could always like cut it down, but he's a dwarf. He has the ability to grow it back.
Nah, Aragon.
Where is the
I
astro?
don't want to be a dwarf.
Can we pick our D&D
It
characters?
is.
No,
D&D count.
yeah, you can pick your D&D character.
Why would you pick your D&D character?
Why
I wanna pick-
would you pick your D&D character?
Barry
I have the ability to miss with a sword.
No, you already have that ability.
Consecutively.
Rolling ones, that's a natural ability for you. So, this topic has brought up the kind of discussion I wanted it to do, though. There's so many, it came up with more things than I thought of.
I'm thinking
I still think Barry Burton might be a good choice.
Barry Burton.
He has the most.
He has the
epic-
ability to not know what things are.
The ability
What
to
about
betray
Prototype,
people,
the guy from
to run off and
Prototype?
find rope.
That's prototype. It doesn't. Isn't that like prosthetics or something? It's not.
Sure, because I've not played it. I've just
Infamous would be a good one. He's
The
completely
electric
sick of power.
abilities. That's the only reason I want a PS3 is to play.
It's
Infamous.
it's a really good game.
I know how
I
much
think I'll
you
make a
hate
video on
Nero,
it. And you can
Yeah, no,
but having his arm.
I imagine that I'd lose control and certain things would go wrong.
dude, you can become a charger. Big arm.
Ew. Oh my god, that'd be awesome. I could be a smoker.
Whoa, Left 4
You
Dead.
already are a smoker.
Yeah, but I could be a proper smoker.
Dude, I could actually be a hunter.
Exactly.
I have the ability to leap. I can do the noise and everything.
Leap tall building.
No one said Assassin's Creed, but
Because
No,
nobody
because
wants
that was where
Assassin's
this
Creed.
came from. Right?
Yeah.
Or you would just get you'd be a ninja basically.
You'd be really good at parkour
Yeah.
and killing people with a hidden blade.
and
No,
looking good.
yeah, but
in a
you'd need
white
to
cloak.
develop
that
the
count
hidden
as
What
well?
about
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
Leonardo da Vinci? Because he's in Assassin's Creed. Could you do that? Could you say, right, I want to be him from that
No,
game?
because you don't play as him.
No, it'd have
Damn
to be
it.
a playable character.
Damn it. Because that would have been awesome. Wait,
That's like saying,
I'd like to be track and field, the guy in the crowd over there, because he's got a pretty sweet haircut.
I'm a
I'd
guitar,
like to be the bird.
a guitar heart.
that's like playing Skyrim and saying you wanted to be like the Jarl.
No, I want to be random villager number 3.
Actually, the only other character that I'd want to be is what's his name? The drunk guy from the Day. Is it the Daedra Quests?
Oh yeah, I know you mean, yeah.
Is it like Samael or something?
Yeah.
The one that gets you drunk and then you hijack a goat.
that's the point, yeah. Judging, if you're picking your Skyrim
Yeah.
guy, he gets completely wasted after 3 pints and just loses his head.
It's also the
big gad
only.
fucking mage.
That's the only beverage available in Skyrim. There's no water to drink.
Yeah, but in real life,
Yeah, but as soon as you have, as soon as you have 3 drinks, you're out of
Yeah,
it.
but that's why you train yourself.
You can
Yeah.
also eat 100
Plus, think
cabbages.
about how awesome it would be to throw fireballs when you're drunk.
exactly.
That would end badly.
So
I think anyone who chose Skyrim should be banned from drinking forever.
no.
Therefore,
No,
I'm never
because
going to
you
choose
also
Skyrim.
have like smithing skills and building crap.
Look,
So
one of the reasons I came out is I'd actually love to learn to smith. That'd be a great thing to do.
You can do that without playing Skyrim.
I know, that's my point. I would love to learn to smith, create swords and shit.
Go do it then.
The only thing from Skyrim I wouldn't be able to do was enchant the weapons, because you'd need the enchanting table.
soldier.
It's the table that I was
And
more
the
thinking
soldiers.
of. Yeah, the soldiers, but you wouldn't have the table to begin with.
yeah.
So, but that doesn't bother me because I'd have the ability to make the weapons that I wanted to make, and I'd be pretty fucking good with them.
Would
and
you-
all else fails, fireball.
You'd also be able to sing the theme tune really well.
I would, yeah.
Plus, I'd like
Dobber
to
King,
whisper it
Dobber
out,
King,
everyone.
Dobber, Dobber King.
Like,
There's more
just
lyrics.
annoy them.
I'm sure
Whisper it
there
out. Get the fuck out of my office.
Like,
Oh,
shit,
God.
shit, I'm going to be late for the bus. Well, whispering.
Like shit, the manager comes in and goes, "Why have we done this whisper it out?
Or you just change the weather and then you don't have to
Yeah.
go to work.
Snow!"
Yeah. Sorry, I can't make it in today. It's snowing. No, it's not.
That's actually what the shout is.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I don't know what a shout is. I thought, nah. Would be.
No, that actually doesn't the shout clear the weather.
There is one that clears the weather. There's one that starts
Yeah.
a massive
So
storm
can't
that
come
starts
into
killing
work
everyone.
today. It's snowing. Just use your shout and you come to work.
Yeah, but what if they don't know?
It's on cooldown. It's on cooldown.
Wait,
I
could
used
you-
it earlier to clear my back garden.
But does that mean you'd be able to skip hours of the day?
Yes.
Yeah, you'd be able to wait. Oh, man.
Go into
Wait,
work, sit down,
he
skip
never
8
goes
hours, leave.
You've done fuck all work, but everyone else is just wandering around you. They're like, you're fired. You just sat there all day.
What's Rodo?
That would be because he never ages. Effectively, you could just put all your money in a bank with interest and then just
Was that
sleep
bad?
every day forever.
Yeah, that was
and
the bell.
4,000 years in the future, you'd have so much
You'd
money.
need to set up direct debits for everything.
you
Just
would.
because, like, 4,000 years later, you'd be like, well, they, like,
You
foreclosed
wouldn't
my
need
bank.
direct debit for anything. You just cancel everything. Sell your
Where
house
would you
and put-
sleep?
You wouldn't need to because
Time
you could just
passes
skip
instantly
hours of
around
the
it.
day.
What if you got murked?
You wouldn't because you'd be skipping hours of the day. It's sort of like you
That's
skip.
not how it works.
Yeah.
You just skip.
You skip. You just got to be.
I suppose, yeah, you do.
You just got to be in an area where you're not being attacked. So as long as you're not being attacked, you can skip hours of the day.
I would say we're going too far into this, but maybe we're not.
Well, that's the bad.
Chinese.
Just go around the back.
Barry, you have to go around the back. I can't be asked to get my keys.
That's what Tony said.
Go
Go get
Around the back. Reach around.
We're going on for time. Matt.
It is just about half hour.
Alright, just call it.
Alright.
Bye.